Ever wonder why some people just seem to have it all together? They handle stress, challenges, and setbacks like it's nothing. But here's the truth, they didn't just get lucky. They learned how to train their brain to win. But you? You've probably been told that thinking positively is the key to success. Sounds too simple, right? Well, what if I told you that there's a whole science behind it, and that positive thinking could actually change the way your brain works for good? If you feel like life is constantly throwing you curveballs and you're struggling to stay motivated, you're not alone. Most of us have been taught that hard work is the only way to succeed, but there's something even more powerful than that: your mindset. In this video, I'm going to show you how positive thinking is more than just a feel-good concept. It's a tool backed by research that can literally rewire your brain, boost your productivity, and help you achieve success even when life gets hard. So let's break it down. Why do some people seem unstoppable? And more importantly, how can you use positive thinking to train your brain to win? Here's the thing. Most people struggle because they have a mindset that keeps them stuck. They're trapped in negative thought loops. I can't do this. I'm not good enough. Things will never change. Maybe that sounds familiar. It's not just your thoughts that hold you back, though. It's the way those thoughts shape your reality. You can work your butt off, put in hours of effort, but if you have a negative mindset, you're constantly fighting against yourself. Your brain becomes your own worst enemy. Think about it. Have you ever heard yourself say things like, "I'll never be successful," or "I'm just not lucky enough"? These thoughts aren't just harmless. They shape how you perceive opportunities, how you handle challenges, and most importantly, they shape your ability to take action. But here's the good news. You don't have to stay stuck. Changing your mindset is possible. In fact, with the right tools and techniques, you can train your brain to become your biggest ally. So let's start with the science behind positive thinking. It's more than just wishful thinking. It's about rewiring your brain to look for solutions, not problems. The Reticular Activating System, RAS. Have you ever noticed that when you buy a new car, all of a sudden you see that exact model everywhere? It's not that there are more of them on the road. Your brain's Reticular Activating System, RAS, is what's going on here. Your RAS is like a filter that decides what information gets through to your conscious mind. If you focus on negativity, your brain will look for more negative things to confirm that worldview. But if you train your brain to focus on the positive, the RAS will start filtering in opportunities, ideas, and solutions that align with a more positive mindset. Let's take a real-world example. You're trying to start a business, but every time something goes wrong, you think, "I'll never make it. I'm just not cut out for this." Your RAS locks onto that, so all you'll see are roadblocks. But if you change your mindset and think, "I'll figure this out. This setback is just part of the journey," your brain will start to seek out solutions and opportunities to push you forward. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change. Another reason why positive thinking works is due to neuroplasticity. Your brain isn't static. It's constantly changing based on your experiences, habits, and thoughts. When you consciously choose positive thoughts, your brain actually forms new neural connections that support those thoughts. Think of it like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. So the more you practice positive thinking, the easier it becomes, and the more your brain starts to automatically search for the positive side of things. Let's say you've had a tough childhood and grew up thinking that you're not good enough. You probably have a neural pattern that tells you, "I'll never succeed." But when you challenge that pattern and start affirming, "I am capable of great things," your brain starts to rewire itself, slowly creating new pathways that support your self-worth. One of the most impactful ways you can start changing your mindset is through self-talk. That inner voice, it's shaping everything about your reality. Positive self-talk isn't about repeating empty phrases like "I'm amazing" while staring at the mirror. It's about speaking to yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you'd give to a friend. When you're in a tough spot, instead of saying "this is too hard" or "I'll never make it," try saying, "I've faced tough challenges before and I've gotten through them. I can do this." It doesn't just make you feel better in the moment, it literally rewires your brain to stay resilient and focused on solutions. Another powerful tool is visualization. Top athletes, successful entrepreneurs, and even doctors use visualization to improve performance and achieve their goals. The brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So when you visualize yourself succeeding, you're not just daydreaming, you're programming your brain to take the actions necessary to make it happen. Imagine yourself closing a big deal, running that marathon, or acing your next exam. Your brain starts to activate the neural pathways required for success, and it helps you feel more confident and prepared when the real moment arrives. But visualization isn't just about imagining the end result. It's about visualizing the process. When you picture yourself working through the steps, overcoming challenges, and moving closer to your goal, your brain sees those steps as achievable and breaks down the larger task into smaller, more manageable pieces. So, how do we put all of this into action? It's not just about thinking positively for the sake of it. It's about building a routine that trains your brain to adopt a mindset of success. Here's a simple 3-step strategy to get you started. Affirmations. Start your day with a few positive affirmations. These should focus on your strengths, abilities, and goals. For example, I am confident and capable of handling any challenges that come my way. Gratitude. Practice. Take a moment every day to write down at least 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. It could be something as simple as a delicious cup of coffee or a good conversation with a friend. Focusing on gratitude shifts your brain's focus from what's wrong to what's right. Visualize success. Spend 5 minutes each day visualizing yourself achieving your biggest goals. Picture yourself not just in the end result, but also throughout the process. How do you feel? What steps are you taking to get there? Visualizing this process helps to make success feel more tangible. The power of positive thinking isn't about ignoring challenges or pretending everything's perfect. It's about shifting your mindset so that you can approach life with a sense of possibility, not limitation. By training your brain to focus on solutions, build self-belief, and visualize success, you set yourself up to win, not just in your goals, but in life. It's not going to happen overnight, but with consistent effort, your brain will begin to rewire itself and success will feel like the natural outcome. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on how to train your mind for success. Now go out there and start using the power of positive thinking to create the life you've always dreamed of.